Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about me telling you how much I bought for all of my makeup or spent. So today's first palette I'm going to show you is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Sorry, my ring light's kind of like all up in its business, but there you go. This is what it looks like on the inside. And so I have my iPad right here because I looked up all the things I'm going to show ahead of time so I could tell you guys instead of sitting there searching and So according to Ulta Beauty, this is $38 at their store. I thought that was so neat, and that's what I really liked. I liked all these colors. They'd be perfect for like weddings or prom. I liked this, and like I said, I've spent $38, so we're gonna total this at the end and find out. Now this is not all of my makeup. I have a lot more, I guess, not name brand palettes, but I just didn't think they needed to be on there because these are the most popular I will be showing you. Thirsty by Jeffree Star. This is what that looks like. You can see the little droplets on there. I think that is so cool. So now this one, I have to find it. Thirsty palette. Now according to Morphe, this is $48, right? Yes, 48. No, this is not the Thirsty palette. Is it? It looks so much different on the picture, so I was questioning myself if that was even the palette. But I got this on Jeffree Star's Cosmetics. And for some reason, he doesn't have it on there anymore, but I got it maybe because it's an older palette. This is my very first palette I ever had of Jeffree Star. And I got this last year. The Morphe Boss Mood 35M. That's what this looks like. It's just one of Morphe's palettes. I was just going money hungry and I'm like, I'm just gonna buy all the Morphe palettes I could find. And that's what this looks like on the inside. I think that is so cool of how that looks. And I've used this maybe once. I will be honest. It's not the product, it's just, I don't do my makeup enough, but I buy makeup to have it. So at Ulta Beauty, this is $15 according right now, but I got it when it was the $25 at, I didn't get it at Morphe, I got it at Ulta. But Ulta says it's $15 on my iPad, and at Morphe, currently it is $25. So I remember spending the $25 at Ulta because I don't have a Morphe store near me. The nearest one is literally in Mall of America, and that's 2 hours away. And I didn't ruin mine after James did that little thing. I kept mine the way it was. I don't know if people were doing that, so let's find the James. So this was retailed at $39. As you can see, oh, there goes a little piece of paper he has in here. I do wish he would have wrote the names underneath here instead of always having to have this in it, because it is a nuisance, and every time I go to do my makeup, it always scratches up one of the palettes. So I really don't care for this, but I keep it in there just in case I want to name off the names as I'm going. But it is quite annoying, and he should have added a mirror. I know he just came out with the mini. I thought about getting my mom the mini because she wanted one of his palettes, and I know she doesn't have room for this big, massive palette that's bigger than my fucking head. It had nothing. There was no staining whatsoever. For my Cheshire, I used all of these blues and a little bit of purple to give it a depth. And then I used the white for my teeth, and then I went in with paint for faces, face paint for Halloween for the teeth to give it a little more pop. And I will put a picture right here. $39, and it still is $39. And I paid probably like maybe like $43, $44 because of tax. But yeah, I got this shortly after all the hype happened is what I normally do, so I don't have to worry about running out or restocking. I mean, right now it's up on Morphe right now if you want to go get one. I would suggest it. It has the most awesomest colors. I love it, honestly. I have no problem with his palette. It looks great on every skin tone. Milena is really, really pale, and I did her Cheshire, which I will put a picture right here. I did her Cheshire before Halloween because I wanted to practice, but I didn't want to do it myself. And she was originally going to be Cheshire, but she decided to be the Joker. But even then, she used this palette to do her Joker look too, which I'll insert a picture right here. And I just think that is so cool how the palette made her face look just like the Joker. I have the Morphe Jeffree Star palette, which he came out with just like, what, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? Because I got it for my birthday and I think it came out in August. I'm not sure. But this is what it looks like inside. Now I used this color for my dad's wedding, and I used this color because my dress was literally this color. And that is Calabasas and Millions. And I like how, see, I like how his palette has the names on the bottom. If you can see, he has like all these little names of all the things on here. And I just like how that's on there. Now I like how he has a mirror too. Hello. Hello. His palettes are to die for, literally. And that retailed for, at Morphe, this was $35, and Ulta, it's $35. And according to eBay, it's 40 something, but I didn't pay that much for this palette. His other palettes I know go for like 40 something to 55 almost, I think. If you include tax and where you live, taxes are different. This palette, my mom got me this one for my birthday. Literally, we went to Mall America, we went to Sea Life, and we went into Morphe, and I'm like, I want that palette, and I didn't have no money, so I walked out, and I'm like, whatever. So I was trying it and all that, and then my mom went back in without me knowing and bought it for me, and I didn't know about it, and I literally almost started crying because I was like, yes, another palette. Yeah. I was just so excited about this. And this is my favorite highlighter ever. I have yet to get one of Jeffree's. I am planning on it, but every time I want to go and get my shade, there's none left. So this is the highlighting palette. Oh, as you can tell, I use these two colors the most. This one is Earthreal, and this one is Glow. Okay, so it's BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight 6-color palette, and this retails for $18 on BH Cosmetics. We have BH Cosmetics Classic Blush 10-color blush palette, and that is, no, not that one. It's on here somewhere. Anyways, I think this retail for $25 if I remember. I'm not finding it on here. Anyways. So that's what this looks like, and it's BH Cosmetics too. I just got it off of bhcosmetics.com, and I used Afterpay to get it, which Afterpay, if you don't know what it is where you can buy all the makeup you want, or I think it isn't just makeup, I think it's clothes too. And you can go on there, and all you have to do is do 4 monthly payments instead of buying all your makeup at once. Let's say all your makeup comes out to like 200 something. Instead of paying all 200 today, you only pay that first payment that day, and then the rest is monthly after, and you only would have 3 more payments left. And that's what we always do when I do makeup, especially with Jeffree's, because it's a little more expensive, and when you gather all of that, it's over $100 for 2 palettes, but it's worth it because they are nice as hell. Okay, so next, I'm not gonna grab all my brushes, but I'll just grab you the one set. Now this is BH Cosmetics, and it's, hold on, my phone is not focusing. BH Cosmetics, and it's a marble rose gold brush, and yes, I've used it recently. And these are my favorite brushes ever. I just like the marble and rose gold. As you can tell, I literally have a brush, the same thing almost. The rose gold. I like white and rose gold. I think that just goes together. And these retailed at $42, and you get a bunch of things with it. You get a blush, you get a contouring, you get an eyebrow, you get all the eyes, foundation, everything. Like I said, I have all of that, but it's just too much to take out for a video. So I just decided to show you the one brush. And I like it because it comes with a little number. Let's see if my phone will focus. Probably not, like always. Well, anyways, as you can see, there's like a little number right here. and I like that because in the packaging it shows you what number is for what. So if you're not familiar with all makeup brushes or haven't memorized what they're for, it'll actually sit there and tell you what it's for, so you know what to use it with. And I just think that is so like helpful for someone who doesn't really know makeup too much. Like, I'm not a makeup guru or artist. I haven't memorized the names of the brushes or anything. And sometimes I use brushes that probably aren't meant for that. So, okay. And so like I said, that brush set retail for $42, and you can do the Afterpay with it. So, okay, so next I got my Shape Tape foundation and concealer. And okay, the foundation I got at Ulta Beauty, and that's this. That's what it looks like. I like it. I got like the lightest shade. I got Porcelain, and I should have went with a shade more, but all foundations are different for me. I never really know what color I'm supposed to wear, because one can make me look nice and then one can make me look orange. It depends, and fluorescent lights don't help that situation. So according to at Ulta, this was my color because I put it on my hand and I put a little bit on my cheek to see, and then I wiped it off and it was my color. And then I got home and did my makeup and I was so white as a ghost that I looked sick. And this retailed for $25. And then the Shape Tape concealer was $25 as well. So these two little things were over 50 bucks. But like I said, that's not too bad, and they work pretty good. And I like how they have all different kinds of ranges, but like I said, the foundation, maybe get a shade more than what you actually wear, because this literally made me too white. And Milena even whiter than she already is, and she used this for the Joker. It literally made her face white, like for the Joker. Her face was so pale. So if you're very, very, very pale, get Porcelain. This one will work the best for you. And it tells you on the bottom of what it is. And I got Porcelain Beige, which is number 88. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see it? No. Anyways, and like I said, this works fine for concealer, because I always have my concealer a little more whiter than my foundation. So this one works, but this, this, and then you put the setting powder on with it, I was white and pasty looking, so that sucked. But anyways, and so yeah, that was the video, and I'm gonna add up the total and I will let you guys know after this video of how much the total ended up to being just for those few products. But like I said, I probably have over $3,000 to $4,000 worth of makeup, and that is fucking insane, and I barely even use it, but I like to have it. So, but I do use a lot of my name brand palettes, and it depends on the day, but I normally use James and Jeffree's more than any of the palettes I showed you tonight. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button below, and don't forget to leave a like or comment below which palette you have, and yeah, just let me know. I hope you guys like this video. All right, bye.